everyone. So I'm not gonna react to this video, but here's what I will do. I'll talk about the Philip Scott show, otherwise known as the Advice Show Media, because I have beef with him because he made this video. But it's not just because he made this video. There are things that led me to not like him, but like this just confirms that he's a shitty person. And I say that because he is shitty. I mean, like, I'm gonna talk about what he addresses in the video. So, he wants to say, "Oh, I had it worse. Oh, when you didn't listen to your parents, you got your ass beat," And it's like, I just want to tell you something. I got spanked too. I didn't get the belt, but like I got spanked, and here's what my dad did. He pulled down my pants, pulled down my underwear, and he just hit me really hard 5 times or 6 times, Like, honestly though, and that's not the only thing that did. He also hurt me in other ways too, especially psychologically, because he couldn't handle his own trauma. And so, I want to say this. I fucking hate people with trauma, especially men who decide to have kids. That's what I fucking hate, because I think everyone with trauma don't deserve to have kids. Because you're always going to have this fucking bias that, oh, I had it worse, you should be grateful. No, the kid's experience is different than yours. Your kid's in a different fucking time. I just have to tell you, I didn't like you before, because even though I thought you made good points, I didn't like how hypocritical you were. Because, I just find it funny how, like, there's a teenager throwing rocks at a cop car, and the mom slapped him for being disrespectful, and then it's like you make this big deal about, oh, he's all said and done, he doesn't need to be hit like that, She's not parent of the year. It's about, a black woman humiliating a black man. Like, you're just so sexist and biased against women. It's unreal. Because, like, I saw 2 other videos where you didn't treat it the same, okay? There was one father of a 17-year-old who actually did a boxing match with a 17-year-old because he fucked up in school. I'm sorry. Don't you think that maybe he fucked up in school because his father wasn't paying attention to him? And this is his only way to get attention? Have you ever thought of that? Seriously though, people like you are just scum. And hypocrites. Because I remember there's another time where a father used a section cord to hit his daughters, who were teenagers, because they were twerking. Like, you should have just told them nicely, and you should have just done a different punishment, because I really don't think people try. Like, as you see in this video, the mom is cursing, and the mom is just acting like her kid's a problem, when really, look how she talks. I bet she's probably the reason why her kid acts the way he did, And, again, it's just messed up, but, I do agree the kid needed to be punished, but, like, I don't think the parents tried. Like, they may have claimed that they took away his basketball and stuff, but they go from that to destroying his video game consoles, because, reasons, it's just, oh, I have to be tough on my kid. Like, I have to be, I have to hurt my kid. I have to be an asshole to my kid. That's some fucked up shit. And let me tell you why it's fucked up, okay? Because you just think the video games are toys. They're more than toys. There are a lot of things to me, okay? I'm a gamer, and you may trick your own audience into thinking that, like, video games are just toys, but you can't trick guys like me. You can't trick me, because I know what video games I like, It isn't the NES days anymore where you just beat the games on one go. Like, it's not like that anymore. That's what you have to understand. There's saves, and you don't want to ruin someone's save data, And I know what it's like to have my video games taken away like that. My parents didn't destroy my video game consoles, but what did happen was my video game consoles got stolen, and And what happened was, my parents felt bad for me. But like, imagine if the next year I did misbehave and my dad decides to destroy the console. I think that'd be very hypocritical and heartless because, he feels bad for me then, but now it's like he wants to destroy my video consoles. Like, that's just messed up. Like, you just don't see a hypocrisy in your video here, you know? But anyways, the thing I'm losing notice is how you just mock the people who did say it was traumatizing. Because, oh, it's traumatizing, like, there's certain times you can do that shit, but not here. Like, if you actually look at comments from people that have experienced it from our videos of parents destroying their kids' video consoles, then most of them would say, their parents fucked up, that they have trauma from it, Not just from that, their parents are usually bad in other ways, and this is just one of the big moments, But yeah, about social media, Phil Scott Show, I am the one that messaged you on Facebook and said what I fucking said about you, because you shouldn't get away with shit like that. You should not get away with just invalidating gamers' feelings or downplaying it, Like, I get it, you had it harder, but, like, that doesn't mean your kids should have it hard like you, or slightly easier. Like, that's not how it works. I mean, and before you say anything about, their parents that don't try, that their kids are out of control. Well, let me tell you something. Those parents aren't trying because they encourage their kids to be bad. It's not because they don't know what to do. So let me tell you something, This is why I hate people with trauma. Because, it's like, look at what you got, and you're just now saying, like, I had it worse. Like, let me tell you something. When I had my video games and I still got spanked, I never once thought I wish my video games were taken away instead of having a spanking. Okay, to me, a spanking wasn't as bad as losing my video games permanently, because that's just messed up, or for a really, really, really long time. Because, video games mean a lot to me. They're one of the best things that happened to me, and you just want to bash that because, you didn't experience video games. Lastly, the thing I want to address is, like, you said that, like, if the parent doesn't discipline them, then the cops will. But, like, one thing I have to say is, how do you know he's going to be breaking laws? How do you know he isn't just going to, how do you know he isn't just going to be a class clown and just, kind of be a little mean, but, like, not so mean that he breaks laws? How do you know he isn't going to be just like that? You can't just assume someone's going to be like that just because, like, they act a certain way. Like, everyone's different, And then, you want to say, like, cops will hurt him and they won't do that. But let me tell you something. You said yourself that innocent people get targeted by cops, so why does it matter if he's innocent or not? Cops shouldn't do shit in the first place, But anyways, yeah, I just think you just don't make a lot of sense, And I know more about the black community than you, and I'm white. So I just want to tell you, you lose. Philip Scott Show, more like the Philip Shit Show.